Nick suggested that he told me I was off the chain. And he told me that Otis Henry, who was a guy that he did a whole series on, ought to come and meet, and that Otis Henry and Chameleon Man ought to hook up. So I wrote a poem for Nick and Otis Henry, but in order for you to get it, if you don't know Otis Henry, then we might need Nick to come up and read an Otis Henry poem. So if you would come up and read an Otis Henry.
So this, I only found out that I was doing this like less than an hour ago, so, ready? Ready! Okay. I'm so excited to hear this Otis Henry poem because I haven't heard it. Here's mine. When Otis Henry quits his job, the pillars will quake with wonder. Otis Henry's a superhero, but his only superpower is poetry.
Poor guy.
Otis Henry's immediate supervisors will beg for forgiveness for their reprimands of the past. We implore you, Otis Henry, do not poeticize us for our misdoings. When I accused you of insubordination for not wearing your work pants last month, it was a mistake, Otis Henry, a misunderstanding. Those times I beleaguered you for minor tardinesses, they are in the past, Otis Henry. They are history most ancient. But Otis Henry, no likey. Otis Henry, huffin' and yabba dabba, blabba blabba. Otis Henry blow the flames of poetry into the frightened souls of his past employers. Otis Henry poetries until all the money come out of the cash register on its own accord and jumps back into the loving hands of the customers. Thank you, Otis Henry, they scream. May Allah have mercy on your soul. But Otis Shine Hankelschirper have no mercy, none! Calamity, boom! That's the sound of Otis Henry poetry, the general manager's inventory record. No, Otis Henry, how shall we know what items need restocking from those that are shelved in abundance? You have gone too far, Otis Henry, but far only has gone not. Otis Henry switches all the price tags. Otis Henry spits in all the food when the restroom is unoccupied. Otis Henry alights and sprays errant feces upon the stall. Otis Henry, not fucking you, that's you. And Otis Henry has been sexually harassing the coworkers. He's been wanting to sexually harass for so long now, squeezing buttock after buttock. And the Otis Henry farts in the executive office and leaves and closes the door. And Otis Henry draws a little Hitler mustache on the CEO's face with a permanent Sharpie to where the CEO says, "What did you do to my face? I can't see it, I can't see it. Someone give me a mirror." But no one giveth the CEO a mirror, for they are awestruck at Otis Henry's recklessness. And Otis Henry approaches the exit, raising two fingers, calling out, "Peace, bitches!" And the people that stand in shock, up to their knees, the shock dripping off of them, oozing from their noses, all in total silence, until Otis Henry re-enters again and asks, "Is it cool if I use you guys as reference?"
Now, I'm sure that you can imagine that Chameleon Man's superpower is the ability to change colors. And, you know, he uses it kind of like any trickster would, but he is nowhere near Otis Henry. In fact, it's possible, and wouldn't be too surprising to you, to learn that Chameleon Man is a hell of a lot older than this has nothing to do with me. So this one is called Here Comes Otis Henry. Oh, Lord, groans Chameleon Man, spotting his nemesis alter with animosity toward all rolled into a ball of Otis Henry headed his way. high Tarzan style, swings the toothsome youth, his entrance flotsam like from jetsam sky. Convenient as a clubfoot in a jailbreak. Otis Henry drops dead center of a poppy field, picks a petal, and twirls his pinwheel eyes. Yo, Seaman, what's kicking? Then promptly starts pitching immodest proposals like, how's about we go then, you and I, like, kick the bucket list and spill it? Behold and beholden, O. Henry presents half clown, half badger, and 12% manic. That don't add up, say Otis gamely Henry, hitching up his saggy pants and scratching somewhere Chameleon Man don't care to know. Overadd, overlap, and totally over the top, Chameleon Man mutters, feeling overage. Amused against his inner Grinch, the lizard can't tell if he's watching a train wreck or peer in the mirror. Still, he could use that rascal in a pinch. Exactly, my boy, he'd wink, uniquely and euphemistically, you. Beaming, Kid Otis blow way past the weight limit. Multiplication tables overturned. Yo, fly trap! Let's play catch. Never one to play ball, Chameleon Man ain't up to be dragged down. He eye peels for an exit, stage right, obstructed by sawhorse. This isn't what he meant at all. Worse than a slotted spoon on a soup line. All, please, sir, can I have some more? Then Otis proposes a picnic on Mount Olympus, cheese curds, fried Wisconsin style. His favorite, the lizard can barely resist, and salivating burgundies with urge. Now, no time for such silliness. Don't you have your own storyline without crashing mine? Besides, you're way too TMI. Chameleon scans the firework for the firewall for viruses. A loop, a hole, but hold a minute. That fool is fouling up my travel kit, twisting my tourniquets into garter belts. Can't let that kid pull a trick on the trickster. With rain face on, Chameleon needs a cape and letter C to climb inside. But see, his color scheme ain't working right. Like Otis Henry got a stick of kryptonite hid up his sleeve. Chameleon must a costume shop out back and fast. Trip on the brim of his floral mortality hat. At last, he finds a thought balloon with sketchy instructions how to fly. But first, he needs an easy overture for his excusal. Oh, baby, you know I'd love you if logistics were different. Otis Henry's face becomes a mess of emoticons. He got a brand of candor that endears despite. Chameleon's leathery exterior goes mush. In lieu of clowns, the rising seaman sending smile bouquets, hovers momentarily before he wafts away.